Hey everybody, we haven't talked about the worms in a long time, so let me share with you the ups and downs of the homemade worm bin. So if you remember back in spring, we built this bathtub worm farm. We got the bathtub from the neighbor across the woods there, and we went to a local plumbing shop that helped us figure out how we would do all the plumbing and not have to buy expensive kits from the big box store. Since then, we've given these worms very little attention, and that is apparent. We've come out here with things like these paper shavings that come from my work, and so many people commented originally that they have just used nothing but paper in their worm bins, whereas we started with a good bit of soil and mulch. We've also been adding in things like old vegetable scraps, or like, for example, here's a bouquet of flowers that came out of our yard that were inside for a few weeks and have died back, and now they're coming into the worm bin. So we're very much treating this just like a regular compost pile. But we've also had a large infestation, if you will, of black soldier flies. Now, black soldier flies are not a problem. They're a good creature to have around your property, and they don't necessarily interfere with worms. They can cohabitate. They don't eat each other, so to speak. So it should have been perfectly fine, but what we're finding is we have a humongous population of black soldier fly grubs or larvae, and while we still have worms, it isn't at the population we would have expected to have, even with the limited amount of attention that we've given these worms. So the only thing that I know to do is turn it over to you and see what maybe some of you think who have done worm farms before. You know, we have this plywood lid, and it seems to at least help with two different things. It keeps it dark, and it appears to keep the moisture inside. I was worried that with a solid lid like this, it wouldn't let any moisture in, and so the worm bed would dry out very quickly. But it's not doing that. It's staying fairly damp, and I don't know if that's part of the moisture coming off from the vegetation and things that we're putting in it, and the lid keeping that moisture inside the container, or where the moisture is really coming from, but it's working. So I don't know how else we try to limit this and stop things like black soldier fly from coming in. So that's kind of an update on how the worm farm is doing, and me asking you for advice on what would you do to make the production on this kind of pick itself back up. I appreciate all of our patrons who support our channel every month and keep projects like this going on, and for all of you who keep coming back and commenting on the videos and turning this into the community that it should be. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch. We'll see you next time. Bye.